Everyone needs notebooks when they're in school, and so I got a whole bunch of these notebooks. And just to personalize it, since I like to draw, I decided to kind of sketch their faces on it. And I used a special kind of pencil. It's called like a magic pencil that has different colors in them. So when you draw, it actually creates something like this. This one is for Kelly. And as you can see, it basically creates like different colors as if I colored it individually with different colored pencils. But aside from drawing, I put in quotes, like for example, Kelly, there are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. May your beaming smile never fade. Love, Auntie Roanna. So she's got a really, really big smile that I think is just infectious. So I decided to play on that for the coat. This is for my nephew, Albie, and since he's a boy, I decided not to do crazy colors and just stick with pencil. And it says, Albie, start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. And that's a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. So another notebook with the drawing, and I know this one is for another one of my nephews. Pardon my nails, by the way, I need to get them done. The acrylic has like started falling off. So this one is for Nico, my nephew. So since he's got like that somewhat wacky personality, it seems, I decided to just make it just red and the shades just a little bit of color, like orange and yellows. And for Nico, I put, from a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow. And that's by Aeschylus, or I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I said, may you become even better than the person you dream to be. Love, Auntie Roanna. This one is for another nephew, and this one is for RJ. And I put, all you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination. And that's by Earl Nightingale. So I said, may you live a life filled with adventure and victories. So that's a sketch. That's my baby, by the way. All right. This one is for Sean. There you go. He actually writes spoken poetry and does sort of like improv spoken words, which it would be cool to watch live. Sean, turn your face to the sun and the shadows fall behind you. I discovered that Rihanna actually has a song that uses that line or quote. But I said, may you always find inspiration to fuel your creative passion. So. And here we've got another one for my nephews. I've got like a lot of nephews and nieces that we're going to be seeing for Christmas. And this is for Joshua. There you go. I remember he was a jock in high school or college and I put, your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. And that is by Nido Queben. There, wishing you the best in life with love. So there you go. And then this is for another one of my nephews. I sketched him right there. I just used red pencil, colored pencil. From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life. And that's a passage or a saying by Arthur Ashe. May you live a life fueled with passion and goals achieved. So this one is for William. And now for the girls, but I think there's another one for a nephew. Yeah. So this one, I also decided to just stick with pencil. And this is for Darian. And I put, man never made any material as resilient as the human spirit. Absolutely true, because what the mind of man can conceive and believe, man can achieve, right? I do love these motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, and I think sometimes we all need to be reminded of them every now and then. Okay, this one definitely is for a girl, so it's for my niece. This is for Alexis. So there you go. I use the colored pencil, which really gives it that unique kind of color. to it, right? I don't know, I like it. I just put never stop dreaming and pursuing your goals. Love, Auntie Roanna. And then another girl here. So I try to pick like different notebooks for each person just so that, you know, kind of gives it a different look. And this is for Zoe. So she was wearing one of those sweaters with a fur hoodie. So I decided to kind of play on that. And I just put, Zoe, may you always find happiness in life. And my baby's making a lot of noise, so I gotta speed things up a bit. This is the last one for my niece. And this is Katerina. And I just said, so happy to see you grow into a beautiful lady, because the last time I saw her, she was only 1 year old. Yeah, so now she's, I think, since she was 1 when I was 14 or 13, that would make her, oh goodness, am I actually doing math? That would make her 12 years younger than me. That would make her 24? I think so, yeah. So she's probably 24 now, so there you go. I used that same kind of pencil. Basically my Christmas gifts to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 nieces and nephews that I've got in NorCal, who I will be seeing in a few days, so very, very excited for that. In the meantime, hopefully you're able to do your Christmas shopping, or if you feel like you're running out of budget, maybe you can do stuff like this, you know? Even, it doesn't have to be a notebook, it could just be a piece of paper. If you have the ability to draw, making or creating your own gifts for Christmas is definitely a step further than just buying something at the store that anybody else can buy for them. So it makes it more personal, and I think everybody appreciates that, you know, extra effort. So yeah, Merry Christmas.